It's silver and gold time. Let's get straight into it. Do not place a trade based on what you're seeing in this video today, because trading is risky and it can cause substantial financial loss. There are so many areas you need to become good at to become a good trader. Emotional mastery, chart reading, trading systems, money and trade management. So this video is just educational only to help you become a much better trader. Hey traders, I've just recorded the video walking you through the top 13 biggest mistakes that most traders make in the markets. As you know, that the mistakes that you're actually making in the markets right now is actually killing your chances of being successful. So click on the box above that says top 13 mistakes to get access to this now. Alright, market update time on silver and gold. What's going on with silver and gold? Let me actually just share some charts with you right now, and I'm going to share with you what I see. So firstly, let's go have a look at the daily chart here. The daily chart, you can see we've been running up nicely. We've been slowly crawling up. This is a real nice slowly crawl up. We got like a little pullback. That was expected to see, especially on the silver stocks as well too. You know, I'm silver and gold stocks. I'm actually bullish right now on some of those things. I've got call options and they did pull back a little bit, but again, that was to be expected in the markets. But as you can see, we had this nice run up, nice run down, nice run up, nice run down, high trough, and the market runs up. So you can see what's happening right now. So we're going to pull back here. All I say, guys, is with silver and gold, my analysis is showing me that this little pullback we've gotten in little silver right now, little silver and little gold right now, that's all it is just a small pullback. Okay, we can see that this whole area of resistance through here, you can see here that this whole area through here is indeed that area of support or resistance, and I believe this is just a small little pullback before we continue moving up higher in silver and gold. So silver and gold, this is just a small, this is just a small pullback. And so you can see here, if I do my analysis of my trend lines here, you can see overall we've got this nice bullish upward channel as well too, guys. So you can see overall that we've got a very nice upward channel right now, and we're stepping higher. Let me share with you something else here. Let me go to the weekly chart here for a minute. Oh, that's the daily chart. Let me go here to the weekly chart here for a minute, and I want to bring up some weekly trend lines here. Let me just cancel that. Actually, let me bring up that line chart here for a minute, guys, because I want to share something with you. This line chart is phenomenal, by the way. I love this line chart. So let's actually just delete this line here, and I want to share with you something here. Okay, so we can see this overall line here. If you have a look at this area through here, this whole area, I would say through there, is indeed the area where we're getting a lot of support and resistance. Makes sense? So you can see it through there. Now, I was expecting to see a bit of resistance happening with silver and gold, but right now we can see it's slowly crawling up, just slowly crawling up. And the thing is, guys, if we look at this big monthly chart as well too, this big monthly chart for me, what does this big monthly long-term chart say? Look at this here. It's just this big downtrend, a nice pullback, and I believe we're likely to start stepping higher. So within that being said, guys, looking at silver and gold, we can see where this major support and resistance is right now. And if we go and have a look at this this daily chart, this is the daily line chart. You can clearly see what's going on here, right? You can clearly see that very clearly. What do we see here? We see support over here. Support. Lots of support broke through. So what do we expect? What do you expect to happen down here somewhere? So this is just a small pullback in the overall silver and gold, and I believe we're likely to start moving higher. So that's what we're seeing there on silver, on gold. Let's go have a look at silver, and let me show you what I see. Let's go back to the line chart on the weekly chart here. And what do we see? Let me actually delete everything. Let me delete all those off the screen here now. And let me just bring up some trend lines. And I want to share with you what I see overall. So we did have this area was a major area of support resistance. You can see that there, right? All this major area of resistance, and that's the reason why it bounced off there. Now look at this here. If we have a look at the overall silver chart, okay, now we still could get a pullback, but what's happening here right now? We've got a peak, a lower peak, a lower peak, or lower high, lower peak, lower trough, lower trough, lower trough, lower trough. What is this? A higher peak. So even if we did get a small little pullback, guys, down to here to say to 16, 17, I believe we're going to get if we do get that little pullback, I believe we're going to start seeing that. because now we're starting to change the whole tune of this whole downward market here, and we're starting to stay a step higher. Makes sense, guys? And it's really, really, really obvious and really clear when you see that. Making sense, guys? And even when we bring up this line chart here, we can clearly see that, look at this here, right? You can see here, this whole area through here, especially this area through here, was indeed a support level. So even if we get, as I said before, even if we get a small pullback to here, maybe even a bit lower, that weekly chart shows we should start to see that. So I am expecting a little pullback here, only because we're getting into this tight area of this resistance line. Let's go have a look at that. Let's go have a look at that weekly chart now on this chart here. And if I draw my support and resistance lines through here, you can see how we're getting into an area where there's a possible area of resistance. Anyway, see that through there? All right, and you can see here that this latest area of resistance is now broken. So to me, guys, and we do have a little area of resistance where we are right now. You can see up the top here, and I think that's where it's actually having a lot of resistance here. We break past this $18 level, guys, then that's going to be that's when the all hell breaks loose and we start to really move higher. So that's what I'm seeing on silver and gold, but I also want to show you something on the actual volume of this here as well too. So let me bring up this chart here. Let me go to the SLV here, and I want to share something with you. So this is the SLV price, all right, silver price, and I like to use this because I like to use this. One, I like to trade it, but two, I like to see it in conjunction with the volume, right? So we just looked at what we looked at just then. Remember, charts are first. It's always based on charts, but we got a little small pullback here, right? You can see there actually wasn't a lot of volume in that pullback. When you are worried about that is when you start to see some significant selling in the markets and you see some significant volume spikes, right? Significant volume spikes. See here, significant volume spikes. So when that happens, guess what? Guess what happens there? Then the market, we're getting big selling moves. So especially, guys, if you can start to see like this bar here, this down bar here, you can see here, right? This down bar, this down sort of bearish down bar. Look at that volume spike. That was telling you that, hey, we are now forming an downtrend. We're getting ready to drop, and it drops. Look at this here. We got a cluster of volume and a big down bar. That was that volume down there, and we had a little drop. Same thing here, same thing here. So we're not getting that sort of volume, are we? So that's the reason why I'm not worried about this yet. Okay, and let's go have a look at gold as well too, like GOD. What do we see here on GOD? If I squeeze up my chart again, you can see that the averages has been rising, my average here, but we're not really getting any big volume spikes, are we? Like again, if we have a look at the cluster of volume, look at the volume through there and look at this volume through here, right? You can see it was major spikes above the average here, and look at the major spikes above the average through there, right? It was saying, hey, sellers in control. But this is where, a bit of analysis here. If the market has run down a lot and suddenly we start to get a cluster of sort of spikes in volume, that can sign a signal of end of trend. As you can see here, right, this was the start of the trend, and then now lots of volume here is a sign of the end of trend. And now we're seeing GLD go up. So a little more pullback in the GLD price, but I think this is going to be short-lived, as I've been talking about on the long-term chart. So this is what I see, guys, on the overall silver and gold market. Hey, thanks for watching. If you'd like to get more free education about trading, then click on the box that says free trading course. This is a free trading course. It goes for around 12 hours long. It's about 12 videos long. Covers everything from chart reading, mindset, trading systems, money management, trade management, everything you need to get yourself ahead in the markets. And if you'd like to get my help personally, then click on the box that says get John's help, and you'll be able to see how you can get my help personally. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe on the video. And remember, success can be yours if you go claim it. So step up, take massive action, and face your fears today.